apparently Apple is working on fixing its flimsy iPhone charger cables. I'm sure you've seen this in the past. This is kind of happens to all cables, not just Apple iPhone cables. It seems that those ones always get the bad rap, but it can happen to all cables where you get the weird bending and fraying right around where the connector is, just before the connect. There you go. That's the one you're talking. I mean, everyone has seen this before. The fraying cable, which is terrifying. You will see people, they still use it. There's like one strand of metal sitting there. It's terrifying. It freaks me out.
Scary.
Whenever I see it, I'm like, fire hazard. And especially it's like under the pillow or something. Like, geez.
Yeah.
Anyway, apparently Apple's going to fix it once and for all, or maybe not, because they might get rid of the cable completely. But this patent seems to indicate that they at least are thinking about fixing such a problem. Now, as you know, Will, on some of their products, including the professional products like that 6K display, it comes with a Thunderbolt cable which is braided and a lot different than what they ship to you or give you with the iPhone. So they have been working towards a more substantial cable elsewhere. Now this one might, well, that looks like a third-party one. That's the old Thunderbolt cable. It's probably hard to find. You probably have to go to their website. But anyway, yeah, they make some pretty hefty Thunderbolt cables, which makes sense. That is a cable that has a tremendous amount of throughput. Your phone, on the other hand, is mostly just for charging and not even necessarily that fast at times. So they tend to be a little bit flimsier, but Apple has engineered through, or at least patented this idea of making the cable locally stiffer. The strain relief sleeve also makes the cable thicker at the ends. They essentially designed a cable that has denser material toward the end and then tapers off. And there's an image to demonstrate such a thing. Now, the main question here is whether or not we ever see such a thing exist, because Apple has been rumored to potentially move away from having a port at all, kind of like that Xiaomi phone we just looked at, that they could go portless for the iPhone 13 or whatever they end up calling the next version. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but certainly they've avoided USB Type-C for a really long time, where it might be tempting to just jump over it completely and go right to portless. But they could still implement this technology with the MacBooks.
Yes.
Which those ones get frayed and bent. Maybe a little bit less, but they do also get frayed and bent.